pops out. Oh, frick. On to Mouse House. These rotten little bastards. Welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, we are doing something different. Yes, that's right, different from fiberglass. I know, I'm kind of bored of it too. Although it's not going away. And oh, hey, there's a bunny. I don't know if you guys can see it over there, but right there, there's a little bunny. It's changing color from white to camouflage, you know, brown, whatever. Anyways, today we're taking Duke. And you might say, Mike, what, did you lower him? No, but good eye. Yeah, with the spring thaw, he kind of sunk into the ground. And last weekend I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna back him up so that he's up off the sunk spot. Well, I backed up, but he just sunk more. I kind of kicked the dirt back in here, but yeah, he's sunky. So anyways, what we're gonna do today is we're taking Duke over to the other shop, maybe put a visor on it, maybe do some work to him. I got some stuff, so we're gonna do that, because the other thing I want to do is I want to change the wheels and tires. And you know what, I can't do that here. So let's go over to Mike the Truck Nuts garage. I was gonna say Mike's garage, but I guess technically it is my garage. So anyways, let's go over to the red garage. Pretty low to the ground. She's a low rider. Low rider. In the hole. Can I get a clear prop? Nope. I got the batteries disconnected. It's okay. That should work. Fire in the hole! Can see it, I misjudged this a little bit. Dang it. Okay, I got this. interesting. It's a little bit soft, but yeah, I was kind of worried this would happen because I don't know how firm this ground is, and apparently it's not very firm. I could have waited, but what's the fun in that? I got a bit of a rut here, but I also have a tractor, so I'll fix it with the tractor. And in the meantime, you know, Duke's smoking kind of white, so maybe I might have leaky injectors. I don't know. It's still cold, so we'll take her to the other house and see if it clears up, and hopefully it does. Maybe I needed to do injector cups. I don't know, but we'll check it out. Or maybe it'll just fix itself. Maybe it's from sitting. Shut it off for a minute, but this is what I gotta take. So I got a visor. Yeah, so we're gonna throw it in the bunk so that you know what, we can put it on, because it's not gonna do us any good sitting in the box. Okay, let's get this sucker up here. There we go. Yeah. So when we get this visor on, if any of you guys are wondering, you know, what the part number is, it's a TRP visor. It's a MD0818. So Peterbilt 2005 plus standard cab, replace OEM, blah blah blah, 12 inches deep. So it's not a great big visor. Well, 12 inches isn't, you know, it's not like it's 10, but it'll be fine. Smoke has cleared up a bit, so you know, it is a little truck, and it's been sitting for a while. So the best thing we can do is take it for a drive. I'm gonna take my cross lock, diff lock out. Let's go trucking. do a bit of a post trip here, and you look up, it's cleared up now. It's not smoking, so it's only when it's cold that I get a little bit of blue and a little bit of white. Now, it could be that I don't have my injector set right. It could be that it's a little bit slobbery or the injectors are old. It actually does look like it's still puffing a little bit, so I think I might have to take it to the shop and get the guys to look at it one of these days, just to make sure, because I mean, after all, I did rebuild it with used parts. But the good news is that isn't a whole bunch of blue smoke, so, you know, I think, is that good news? I don't know. But as long as there's not oil, or pardon me, as long as there's not fuel in the oil, it's fine. It's fine. You know, guys, one of the good things about learning fiberglass work on Smoky is the corner of this hood on Duke has been damaged, and they used rivets to hold it together, and the guide for there has been broke off. So I can fix it once I learn how to fiberglass, which I'm slowly learning. Thanks to all your tips, tricks, and support. Oh, chunk of mud. But let's take a look here. Part of our post trip. Dad's just out there cutting wood. Still looks good. Just checking for drips and leaks and stuff like that. I know the front input seal was leaking on this. I'm sure it's still leaking. Yeah. We'll check the oil here in a little bit when it cools off and make sure all my clamps are tight. The other thing I should do is do an oil sample. That would probably be a good idea. And if I look at, yeah, see, there's my input seal is leaking, so I got to do that. And I think I'll do that before I paint the frame. So, because it just, you know, makes sense. Common sense. I think I'll check the oil while it's warm. Gosh, it's so clean. Like, it's, I mean, I guess I don't have that many hours on it, but it is like super clean. I thought it would turn black sooner, but check this out. So, yeah, it's a little over the full mark, but look at how clean that is. Like, that's unbelievable. I guess the other thing is I want to make sure doesn't have fuel in it. Doesn't taste like fuel. Never done that before. Because either I overfilled it a little bit, or it could be getting fuel in the base, but I don't think it is. I think I overfilled it by a little bit. And it doesn't smell like fuel, so. But yeah, it's not even black. Oh, and the consistency. Because if it had fuel in it, a bunch of fuel, I should say, it would like run down here like liquidy, but it doesn't, so. So that's good. But I'm gonna do an oil sample one of these days just because, and I could drain a little bit of oil out of it. And actually, you know what the other thing is? I'm half in the shop and half out, so the back end is sitting lower. I'm not sitting level. So that would do it too. Yep, still tastes like oil. Delo 400 1540. Yeah, and if we look up there, we can see the damage compared to over there. So yeah, I gotta fix that with fiberglass. They put in a plate, but that's hokey. So I'm gonna fix that too, but not right away because I'm still learning. Look, they put it almost looks like fiberglass, but at the same time doesn't. So Anyways, that's a project for another day. Now, I've never pulled this headliner piece out. I've seen it done lots, so I think it just basically pops off. But there again, how do you learn to do? By doing. Oh, that's what I was afraid of. Remember how we saw mice in the sleeper? I think there's mice in the cab too, or was. Damn it. There. Okay, now this radio. I got these radio pin puller thingies. Oh, pinching my back. Weird. There we go. There. Okay, so I think this just pops out. Oh, frick. On to Mouse House. These rotten little bastards. How long has that been in there? Check this out. That little fella is dead. I see a house. Safety first. Finally put my N95 mask to use. Is there one over here, he says. Well, that looks okay. Oh, that was his bathroom. Yuck. There we go. We'll disinfect everything that's in there and out there. I think that's an old critter. But you can never be too safe. That one came out easy. Knock on wood. That one's... Be careful. The other side wasn't quite that easy. Look at this, I'm using hand tools. There. half done. Okay, let's see what's in the box. We got brackets. Oh, look at that. It's gonna be cool. Hopefully not too big, but it'll be fine. Definitely lower. Yeah. Alrighty, so that's gonna go that. You know, like a good man should, I always read directions. No, I'm just kidding. We never read directions. But I think I might this time. Because I don't want to muck it up. I know you're surprised, but I'm a little surprised too. But I think these go in the factory locations. So, let's see what this says. Remove existing sun visor. Done. Oh, I got a call. Drill through rivets on brackets first using a 1/8 inch drill bit followed by a 1/4 inch drill bit. In the interior, remove the access panel under the center of the upper console to gain access to the bracket bolting areas. We've done that as well. Note, in some cases, a stereo will have to be removed. Well, yeah, we did that. The new stainless steel brackets, as marked according to where they go, they're positioned as follows. Driver's side bracket, SCL. SCL. Kind of like laser etched in there. I don't know if you can see that. So that's the driver's side bracket. Well, that's handy because then it's, yeah, passenger sided, SCR. SCR. Center bracket for 12 inch, SCC12. SCC12. Right there. Apply a generous amount of silicone caulking to the bracket and roof holes. Then attach the new bracket to the old bracket. Oh no. Then attach the new brackets to the old bracket locations using the supplied 1/4 inch by 1 inch bolts with flat washers under heads. On the lower holes and 1/4 inch and 1/4 inch by 1 bolts with flat washers on top holes according to the respective positions. On the upper bolts inside the console and regular washers on the lower bolts above the windshield. Well, that makes sense. Do not tighten the nuts. The brackets must remain movable at this point. Set the sun visor halves in place, starting with the passenger side. Use the supplied 1032 truss head screws, flat washers, and lock nuts to attach the sun visor halves to the brackets. Use the factory bolts to fasten the sun visor ends in place. Use silicone roof holes. Use silicone on roof holes, I'm thinking it should be. Once the sun visor is sitting in desired position, tighten all hardware and remove the remaining protective coating. Well, that sounds easy. We got this, man. We got it, man. For sure, man. So the next thing I gotta do is go cut some hucks off. It says drill them out. I think I'm gonna grind them off because it's probably easier than drilling. Okay, I got the hucks all ground off. Now, Dad has a saying, sometimes the dragon wins. And you know, sometimes I wish the dragon wouldn't win so much. So when I knocked this huck out, I don't know if you can see that, my windshield cracked. Yeah, but thankfully it's the passenger side. Now, if I get this truck inspected, I'm gonna have to put a new windshield in it. But I don't have to get it inspected right now, so we're just gonna leave it. It'll be fine. And it actually cracked right where the chip was, but you know, it's I hit it a little too hard. So lesson learned, when you're putting a visor on and you knock a huck bolt out, huck rivet, whatever you want to call it, don't hit it too hard. So the Dragon won that one. So anyways, now I got to drill these out to 1/4 inch to put my stainless bolts in, silicone them, and put my brackets on. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. Let's clean that off. So SCR goes on the that side. I think the silicone is on its last legs. That's okay. Okay, so on the top bulbs it says to put a fender washer, flat washer, large flat washer. So I trimmed them down because this cross brace, this here, kind of gets in the way. So hopefully this will make it easier to get the washer on, because there's not a lot of room in here. I know, I was surprised. Well, no, I wasn't surprised. But I think I might have to ask Dad for a hand to put these nuts on, because it's tight, real tight. There's another one. There. Oh, now that my hands are all covered in silicone, I can do those up. And I just got to do them up snug, and then I'll set the visor on and then tighten them up after. So, thank you. See the holes? Yeah. Give me a bolt, I'll put it in. They're a little never seesy. These aren't chrome. They're stainless. They're all black. It's from the Never Seas. Oh. It, yeah. Yep. Okay, now I can do these ones. Made it to the ground. Try again.
Is this visor legal?
Yeah. We've put lots of these visors on.
Yeah, but is it legal?
Of course it's legal. But I'm gonna need a vice grip. Ow. Okay, now that those are tight, we can peel off the plastic, man. Sometimes peeling this plastic isn't the easiest thing to do.
Well, that's why I was kind of suggesting you should have taken it off before you put those screws in. Only because.
All right, I'll finish peeling this and then we'll see what it looks like.
Well, it's on there.
Now for the moment of truth. See what it looks like from afar. Oh yeah.
Oh, that looks like a lumber truck.
Oh jeez. I like it.
Very much like a lumber truck.
Just never you mind. Yeah, definitely much better. Maybe I'll back it outside so we can get the full gist of it. Actually, there's one more thing I'm gonna do. Remember those halogens? I got something better. LEDs. That's right, we're putting LEDs in. Quickly, I'll just do it quickly. Famous last words, but how hard can it be? Oh, what do you think of that, guys? LED versus incandescent.
They're halogen, aren't they?
Well, yeah, I guess halogen. Halogen incandescent. The bulb. Hella. Those used to be the good lights back in the day. Back in the day. But now, let's just turn these off and they got the light ring. Like daytime running light or something.
What I like about the LEDs
Fun ring.
is they show through in the snow. They're not affected so much by the snow.
Oh.
Like you can have use your high beams on when it's snowing, and it doesn't reflect back on you like it does with the normal headlights.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
yeah. Oh, I like them in the snow.
Learn something new every day when you're hanging around Dad.
I got a head full of useless information.
Oh well, it's better than no information. So now, I'll just do the same to that one, and then we got a pair. Then we can kick it outside and see what it looks like. And then I'm gonna have to talk to my nephew Curtis and see if we can get him to polish the old grill surround. So, yeah, because, you know, it's not shiny, and it needs to be. Well, guys, what do you think? I think that looks better, don't you? I like it. It's not a crazy monster drop, but it's enough to just give it that mean look. I like the pointed in the center look. And I see that one air horn is a little bit crooked, but LED lights, how cool is that? It's pretty cool, actually. But yeah, like Duke is looking fly. You know, some of the other things I would like to do to him is I would like to move the fuel tanks back and then put step boxes under the doors, and then I could put straight pipes on him. I know, right? And because he's pretty quiet, so put straight pipes, give him a big bark. And I got an exhaust leak in that elbow on the bottom because it's rusted out. Because that's a problem with straight miter cuts. If you don't cover them up, water gets in there, runs down, rots out your elbow. So that's the problem with Duke. His elbow's rotten. And I'd also like some air cleaner lights. But what kind of air cleaner lights should I put on? Should I put round ones? But the round ones don't really go with the square look and the clean side skirt. So what I might do is see about getting some that are smooth, that are backlit. But I don't know. It's not something we have to do today, but yeah, it's pretty fun. Pretty fun putting that visor on. The only mistake I made was I did put a crack in that window by hammering on that huck bolt out. The good news is it's not, it doesn't go that low. You can't even tell from here, so.
Talking to yourself again?
Yeah. Well, I was just telling him about the hardest parts with putting this visor on was one, grinding those hucks off.
Yeah.
And then the silicone on the bolts, and you also need a hand to tighten up the bolts because they have nylock.
Oh, right, you had to put silicone to keep the water from going through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's enough. Yeah. But other than that, it was, you know what, it was actually pretty easy once you get at her. So certainly anything you or I could do. And now that I did one, well, actually technically I've done two because I put a visor on low and slow too. So, oh yeah. By the time I'm done with these trucks, I'm going to be like an old hand.
Definitely doesn't look like a Schlumberger truck anymore.
No. It's got two air breathers. It's got a nice visor.
Nice bumper.
Nice bumper.
Headlights.
Now I just need...
Just need a stripe on it.
Yeah, I need a stripe and some straight pipes.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That muffler's rotten, but... I mean, for now, it's good enough. I mean...
What muffler?
Well, not the muffler, but the elbow on the passenger side is rotted out.
Oh. Well, it'll make noise, so it'll be just like having straight pipes.
Well, when the passenger window's down, you can hear it going puff, 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 puff. I got that. Tastes a little bit like diesel smoke in the morning. But, and it does smoke a little white at idle, and I got to thinking it's possible that my injectors need to be set. Or they could be slobbery.
Just take it in and get it set by one of the guys that knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Not that you don't, but
well,
just in case you made a mistake.
Yeah, I don't want it to blow up. I don't. And it drives nice.
Been there, done that.
Yeah. We just need some aluminum wheels. Although, I know where there's some Peterbilt 22.5 aluminum wheels.
Don't you go stealing them off my truck.
Stubby's got Peterbilt aluminum wheels. Actually, I think I can get a fairly decent price on them at work.
Well, Doug was saying he just bought a whole skid of them for $250 or something like that. Each?
Yeah. 24.5, I imagine.
I think so, yeah.
Where did he get them, or did he say?
He didn't say.
Huh. Yeah, for $250. And I only need 6. I'm going to run a steel one on the inside on the back because, you know, budgetary cutbacks and all that stuff. But, yeah, polish the tanks. And I haven't put the headliner piece on yet because I think in another episode I might pull the headliner down just to make sure there's no more critter nests. Because, you know what? The sleeper had a big critter's nest. It had a critter nest above the passenger side windshield and a dead critter. So I think it could be a good idea just to pull the cab guts out and make sure all the critter remnants is out. So
that'd be fun driving down the road and have a mouse stick his head out.
Or have a dead
Like
one.
Caddyshack.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, that's it for me. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button. Leave a comment down below. What should we do next to Duke? And we'll see you in the next one.